It's the end of Pride Month. Everything's coming to an end, but the alphabet people just keep on getting more and more crazy. So let's get into it. Welcome back to another episode of Culture Shock, folks. The show that's reminding you that Kamala Harris still has not been to the border. And I don't know whether to find that just infuriating or absolutely hilarious at her blatant disregard for what's going down there. But remember when Trump was in office, it was all about, the crisis at the border. Yeah, now you're in office. You're going to do something about it? Maybe not. No? Yeah, El Paso, Texas is about 1,000 miles away from the southern border. You need to go a little bit further. But we're not talking about our illustrious vice president or our illustrious houseplant of a president. We're here to talk about the great alphabet people because they are just getting more and more insane as this month continues. Now, June is supposed to be their quote-unquote Pride Month, a whole month dedicated to these people for whatever reason I will never understand. But yeah, honestly, this Pride Month has been a lot more quiet than usual. Usually, well, maybe it has been actually pretty loud, but after me being not on Twitter anymore, maybe I didn't get the full blow of it. But don't fret, guys. I have found new social media platforms. I know that was a weird segue, but now you can find me not only on Instagram, Facebook, and my Discord server. I'm also on Parler. I'm on Minds. I'm on MeWe now, which is a pretty good Facebook alternative, as well as Rumble, BitChute, and I believe that is it for now. But those last three, BitChute, Rumble, MeWe, best thing about those is that they don't sell your information. So instead of worrying about Twitter and Facebook silencing you for violating their terms and policies and then making money off of your data, you won't have to worry about it with those three other platforms. And those are in the descriptions along with my profile. Go down there, click, make an account. Let's hang out. Let's talk. All right. So on to the alphabet people. But before we do that, I got to do my usual spiel. I'm seeing a lot of you watching my videos, but you're not subscribing. So please hit the subscribe button. It's right there, the big red button. You don't even have to hit the notification button. Just hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, leave a like, share it out to your friends. It's going to be fun. Of course, you can catch this episode of Culture Shock on my podcast. And now you can catch it on Rumble as well as BitChute, as I do have accounts there as well. So my YouTube channel gets shut down for whatever reason, you can go ahead and catch the rest of my videos over there. Pretty cool. Also, if you're into manga or web comics, go check out my series Ultima, The Legend Untold, right over there on my website, heroicstudiosmedia.com. Update coming this week, and you can read for free whenever you want. Just click, and read. That's it. No login, no sign up fees, no nothing. Just go and read, enjoy it. All right, now let's get to the meat and potatoes of this video. Now, I gotta put this out there real fast. I grew up in an era where no one cared about what sexuality you were. Honestly, like kids, they were not exposed to all these sexuality and identities. Like no one really kept us around that thing. It was more, that's an adult thing. You know, if you're gay and you're 17, you're gay. You know, there's no one talking about if you're 7, you're gay. Going to be gay. Listen, hormones have not developed yet. So I don't understand why people are trying to push this ideology on children. Anyone who's trying to do that is sick in the head. Honestly, people, they're children. Why are you trying to do this to kids? Doesn't make any sense to me. So Disney has released a new Pixar movie named Luca. I myself have not watched it, but I do want to watch it because the last movie I saw from Disney Plus was Soul. And I thought that was a very good movie. So when I heard about Luca coming out, I thought about, maybe I'll go check that out. And I still will go check that out. But you know, the alphabet people here, I don't know why they just want to make something out of nothing. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand why. Luca proves Disney's Pixar wasn't brave enough to fully commit to their first queer animated film. This is a movie for children. I don't get why you're just trying to just two boys who are best friends, they must be gay or queer. I really don't know the difference. You guys are conflating the two. I thought those being gay and being queer were two different things, but I don't know. You guys are making it really hard to keep up with the rules, and I understand why you're doing it. Switch the goalposts so no one can contest you. Fine, whatever. But I mean, this article from Business Insider, MSN.com, whatever, you can find a link in the description. Go read it for yourself. Pixar's charming new movie, Luca, breezes its way through gorgeous animation and a quaint story paired with a quietly powerful message. One of acceptance that speaks to a lot of queer people, which is fine. If you find something in a story that you can relate to, perfect. That's all you. More power to you. But to say that this movie was for the queers, for the alphabet people, no. While the implication of queerness are there, are they though? Are they? I have to see the movie, but are they though? Particularly in a friendship between Luca and Alberto, it's disappointing that Disney's Pixar wasn't brave enough to fully commit to their first queer animated tale. Okay, I don't see why two boys can't be best friends. Why do two boys have to be automatically gay? Why? Why can't they just be cool best friends? Why do they have to, they're gonna fuck when they get older? No, now you just kind of ruin the movie for people. Why can't they just be a movie about two boys who were having an adventure? What happened to those movies? You know, we used to have those all the time. Alberta and Luca's relationship is laced with gay subtext. Again, what's the difference between gay and queer? I mean, I thought queer was one thing, gay is a completely different thing. You're conflating these things together to make them one thing. I don't know if that is a adequate answer. You know, I don't know, man. This you guys are really just kind of chasing a mountain out of a molehill here. All right, Luca is immediately taken by a free spirit Alberto when he meets a fellow sea monster off the coast of Puerto Rosso. They're casually physical with one another, sleeping side by side on the star-filled side. Oh, you mean like camping? Wrestling, maybe? Casually physical? You know, hanging off one another, you know, shit that kids do? That doesn't make anybody gay. Like, get the fuck out. Wrapping their arms around each other's waist and watching the sunset together. That's what kids do. That's literally the definition of what a child does. In fact, they spend a lot of the film embracing one another because they're kids. You ever see a kid run up to a best friend they haven't seen for like a month? They run up and they hug each other. That's what they do. Whether you're a girl or a boy, that's what children do. And the kids in this movie, they look no older than maybe 8 or 9, maybe 10, if you want to say. I don't know. I have to watch the movie, which I'm going to watch the movie. Teasing that relationship, they could blossom into something more. The relationship matures further during the ending scene when Alberto chooses to stay behind in Puerto Rosso while Luca gets on a train to leave for school. Their touching farewell handshake lingered a bit. "You got me off the island, Luca," Alberto says, suggesting that he might be talking about feeling alone. Even in their animated eyes, they can see the heartbreak. It's beautiful, tear-inducing stuff. That's what a kid's movie is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be gay. It's supposed to be a movie. Alberto chases after the Luca train, and it becomes clear to this writer, at least, that the movie is about that dreamy, youthful first love. Again, anybody whose first go-to for a children's movie is that, oh, hey, they're gay. There's something wrong with you. There is something wrong with you, period. I don't know why people just flock to this notion that because two people of the same sex are best friends, that somehow equates to them being gay. What? No. That kind of defeats the whole purpose of having a friendship that's not dependent on sex. That's what it is. Two bros get together, they have drinks, they talk, they hang out, you know, you got the brotherly love. Doesn't mean that they're gay. Simple as that. So, the comparisons to Call Me By Your Name. No, this is not a comparison to that X-rated movie about two guys. A film where two young men fall in love are well earned. This is not Brokeback Mountain. I'm sorry, it's not. This is a children's movie about two sea creatures on land exploring the world above. It's basically like The Little Mermaid without Ursula, and there's two people instead of just one, aka Ariel or something like that. Yet, despite achingly obvious similarities, Lucas' director shut down these comparisons. Okay, the director said no. Probably it's the fucking kids movie. What are you doing? What are you doing? The director said Luca is about a platonic friendships, continuing Disney's trends of not fully embracing queer stories. I don't see why that has to be a requirement for Disney. I don't understand why you people just want this. Elsa's gay because there was no active prince in the movie. Her real true love is her sister. What, because they're sisters, they're gay now too? Oh no, Frozen 2 is going to talk about how Elsa's going to find true love in a woman? No, the fuck, the story had nothing to do with that. No. Oh, Let It Go was Elsa's coming out song. No, it was just another Disney song. Why do you people just want to do this all the time? Doesn't make sense in my head. You can't just enjoy the movie. If you want to interpret the movie as you want it to be, fine. But to go off and say that this movie, Frozen, and any other Disney movie that's come out in the last 10 years is gay because two characters are the same gender or sex and they have their best friends. No, it's not. Just stop. Enrico Casarosas told Yahoo Entertainment that it truly goes without saying that we really went for a prepubescent story. The fact that these children are prepubescent children and these people are saying, yeah, they're gay. It should tell you a lot about the state of the society, the state of decay that our society is in right now. This is absolutely just out of my... I don't even have words to describe how crazy this is, but this is considered the norm. I'm going to be a reporter and I'm going to write about the new Fast and Furious movie and write about how Dom and Dom's brother, John Cena, are secretly gay brother incestual lovers. So we can normalize that now. Really? This may seem refreshing to some to see a Disney movie explore friendships that oppose a fairy tale love story, but it's a shame that the decision has come when a gay romance could have been easily and naturally explored. They're children. I don't know if I said that enough, but they're children. They're children. Kids. Not even close to puberty yet. They're kids. The fuck? Making Luca and Alberto explicitly gay or queer wouldn't have felt contrived. It would have been meaningful confirmation of what is already a story in a rich gay subtext. The story wasn't gay. It was just a story about two boys being friends, going on adventures. None of that is gay. I don't know if I can make myself even more clear. And the rest of this article, you can go ahead and just read for yourself. I'm not going to go into it because there are other things I want to get into. But check it out. Link in the description. I hope you guys do check that out because, these people are fucking out of their minds. Now, I would be remiss if I haven't told you about my adventures off of Twitter. Now, I got to say that social media, aside from not being on Twitter, has been relatively boring. I am keeping up with my 3D prints. I am doing my manga. I'm doing all this stuff, but there's no really room for any type of debate or argument because I don't know. I just don't want to do it on those platforms. But sometimes you got to open your mouth over something just so blatantly stupid. And I'm going to try and reenact what happened here on Facebook. Now, Facebook is not my cup of tea. I don't like it. I don't like it being on my phone because it's just a bunch of nonsense from Twitter just over on Facebook. This is just exponentially large than what it should be. Anyways, Supreme Court have just ruled against having same or transgender bathrooms where, transgender teenagers can go into the girls' bathroom or boys' bathroom or whatever, stuff like that. And people are just in there saying, this is transphobic, especially during Pride Month. How could they do this during Pride Month? No one really understands the subtle argument. And it's not subtle. It's very out in the open. Let's say that this law came into power, right? Like, let's say the Supreme Court was like, okay, let's let, transgender women go into women's bathrooms. When I say transgender women, I mean biological men. or anybody who identifies as such go into a woman's bathroom. Do you know how many horny 16-year-old boys would be in the locker room and all they have to say is, I'm a woman today? Yeah, tons. Now, it could happen the other way around. A lot of girls going into the men's locker rooms. Now, that probably won't happen as often as the boys going into the women's locker room or bathroom, but it can happen. So someone had to go out and tell me, do you know how badly a trans woman, aka a biological man, would get beat up in a man's locker room? Do you know, like, how many women would beat the crap out of a trans woman in their bathroom? Like, you gotta understand that teenagers are just as shitty on both sides. It's not just men being bullied. There are actually other girls out there who are just as shitty as bullying other people. I mean, when you can drive a person to suicide through social media, you're not even face to face with them. But when you can make someone off themselves because you constructed a very nasty Facebook page or post about so-and-so reads it, and then so-and-so says, I'm going to kill myself and kill myself, most of that are from the female side of the high school aisle, okay? Studies prove that. Teenage girls, excuse my French, are bitches. They are. There's a reason why Mean Girls is a movie, and you probably should watch that movie, sir, who you're probably not watching, but you understand my point. It works both ways, okay? So that's my first encounter with the weird and unexplained. Like, okay, no, it's not just men, teenage boys being dicks. Teenage girls can be bitches too. It can be very, very mean. Bullying, for some reason, have become this big thing where, you know, people don't know how to take the words and just kind of walk away. It has to turn into this, oh, I have to kill myself now. And I get it, it's a problem. Administrators take care of it. But if you throw transgender, and I say transgender teenagers into the mix, into that whole equation, you think that a biological man who is saying that they are a woman is going to be treated right by the women of that high school. Do you think that that's going to happen? Just saying on a logical, sound note right now, do you think that that is a good idea? Probably not. Just like if a woman decided to be a man, do you think those teenage boys are not going to give that person shit? Are you kidding me right now? Come on. Okay, let's have some common sense here. None of that makes any sense at all. Okay? All right, guys, so that was it. So I get on Instagram and DC is doing their Pride anthology series or whatever, where they're going through all the DC gay superheroes and they're doing this anthology season comics every year in salute of Pride Month. Now, understand that DC and Marvel, their sales are in the crapper. They're not doing too well. And so I sincerely doubt that this new gay anthology series for Pride Month is doing any better. So DC decided to post up 2 gay characters. One of them, I believe, was Poison Ivy, making out with another girl who's not Harley Quinn. I thought that was the thing. I guess not. And so I just go ahead and jump on in and say something very, very just straight question. And it went a little something like this. Seriously, is anyone buying these books? And the response from that was very, very just okay. Some people said yes. Some people said no. Some people laughed. Some people gave me a like. There's always that one person that comes out of nowhere and just starts making something out of nothing for no reason. That person goes like, well, yes, the LGBTQ community are. And so I reply with, oh, that's nice. I bet they're not doing as well as manga sells. Manga sells? Are you implying that manga doesn't have LGBTQ people in it? No, that's not what I said. Well, it was heavily implied that you said that. It might be heavily implied in your head that I said that, but that's not what I said. Oh, really? Well, what did you mean? I meant that manga sales are up because those stories are a bit more compelling than what Marvel and DC have been putting out. So what do you have against LGBTQ people? I don't think this guy is fully understanding my point of view here. Nowhere in that exchange did I say anything about LGBTQ people. No. My original post is anyone buying these comics? And that could be any point of which any type of contributing factors could lead to poor sales, poor stories. Maybe the art sucked. Maybe no one is quite interested in this anthology series that DC decided to do. Yeah, I am aware that manga has some gay people in it too. Not opposed to that, but those gay people are 10 times as badass than the shit that Marvel and DC decide they want to give us. But you see, people that just want to be defensive, they want to come out and start fighting with you for no reason. Bro, I don't know what your problem is. Why I don't get why you just don't understand my point. Why are you getting defensive? I'm not, and how can you tell my emotions through Instagram? Well, you just had a very long answer to my question. Yeah, because I like to be thorough. I like to be able to explain my point of view to you so that way you can understand where I'm coming from. Why, that sounds oddly defensive. And they'll play this Kafka trap. If you don't know what a Kafka trap is, if someone calls you a homophobe, transphobe, or a racist, and you say, I'm not racist, they will be like, oh, only racists would say that. And they try and get you in this trap. So of course, he brought out the guns. You're a homophobe. So many people took that comment so offensively. Who took that offensively? Everybody who replied. I just got a bunch of notifications of people saying yes. Some said no, some said LOL. I didn't take any kind of hostility from any of those comments. Well, they're there. Are they though? Are they? Maybe it's the way you implied those comments. That could probably be a reason why. Well, that was a homophobic thing you said. According to you, maybe. According to me, no. But fact of the matter is, manga sales are still up. So you see how this starts, right? It doesn't matter what you say or what you do. If you have an opinion that goes against the narrative of LGBTQ people, someone is going to have a problem and they're going to try and conflate the entire situation in order to make you look like a bad guy because they took something that they implied that you said when in reality you didn't say it at all. But in their head you said it, so it must be true that you said it. That's how this works. This is how this works. So folks, ladies and gentlemen, if you really want to stick it to these people, go right ahead and just go at it. Next 2 days, you got 2 days left of Pride Month. Have fun, have at it. These people need to understand that just because you don't agree with certain ideologies doesn't make you a bad guy. It opens the door for conversation. And that was all I was trying to do. All right, guys, I'm not going to keep you any longer. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to this channel. And of course, again, you can catch this video on my Rumble, on my BitChute, and of course, you can catch me on Parler and any other places you guys want my social media at. So come follow me, come hang out in Discord, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and go over to Rumble and BitChute and subscribe over there too. I'm there, I'm everywhere. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos now that I got my foot in the door with some alternative social media platforms. So please, I will see you guys next time. Enjoy yourself, and remember, go check out Oltima, The Legend Untold right here. You can find the link in the description as well. And of course, I want to hear your thoughts on the Luca movie. Was it gay? Was it queer? Was it meant to be that way? I don't know. Let me know. Catch you guys later, folks. Adios.